Booyah! Hello everyone, my name is orionytp, and this is The Emperor's New Groove for the PC. It was released in the year 2000. It was one of my childhood games, and I discovered the speedrunning community like two years ago, and I've just fallen in love with it since. I did not expect to take it as far as I have, but we have come such a long way, especially considering last year's License-a-thon. If you remember that when I did the race with Jamie Joe, a lot has changed, and we have since lowered the record to a 50 flat. So we're gonna get out of the demo, and let's just jump right into it. So we're gonna start a new file. The starting time is a bit unconventional, so I will give a 3, 2, 1 go when I start time. So we have the map screen here. There are 8 worlds, 30 levels total. It was split up into various different ways. So we will start with Village 1 in 3, 2, 1, go. So we are moving along. As a llama, we are very powerful. We are a god amongst animals. We can roll and jump and do karate. It's very fun. This is Chaka, Pacha's daughter. We have to dodge NPCs as much as we can. I tried to do gate skip and it didn't work. While I am getting ratioed by gate skip, this is a very common reset point for a lot of runners. It's fun to get ratioed. This is the bike kid. He is a pest, so we are going to knock him down a peg. He will give us a red idol. This allows us to open doors. We're not going to use the one in this room. We're going to backtrack a little bit. Shut up, Tipo. We're going to backtrack to the start. And you will make note that the end of the level is right there. You will notice a very common theme with this game is that the levels are sectioned off in various ways, and the game is very bad at like blocking you from them. And that's how we skip a lot of things. And we're going to do another similar thing by jumping out of bounds with another leap of faith. That is a very scary skip and another very common reset point. That skip's having to fight the bike kid again. So we call it Bike Kid Skip. We are very clever with names. Checkpoint. You can get some iframes to kill the speed a little bit. Ouch. We are moving on to Village 3. This is one of the longer ones. It's not too bad. We do have a little bit of a skip. We're going to collect a potion that allows us to turn into a different animal when we press this button. But with a well-timed jump, I don't think I got it. I think yeah. So I tried to fall out of bounds to death warp back to the start and get the potion, but I screwed up, and we'll have to get it normally.
I'm a turtle.
Do I need to explain more? He's a turtle. What more do you want? This is Kronk, one of the game's antagonists. He will race you for a red idol. Checkpoint. Unfortunately, this is an auto-scroller because we have to wait for Kronk to actually finish the race. So it doesn't matter how fast we go down. Fun fact about many NPCs rubber banding, they're actually based on what controller scheme you use. So if you're using an actual gamepad controller, like me, I have an Xbox controller, Kronk will actually move faster. But if you're on keyboard, he'll move slower. I don't know why they programmed it like that. Since we have to wait for Kronk anyway, we're going to pick up a Whompy. A Whompy is a continue. They're not too useful for the run. All they really do is just like a safety strat if you have very low health, so that way you don't get death booted back to the start. It will come useful in later levels. Kronk is a very sore loser, but he does give us the red idol anyway. Does the gamepad support analog input? Great question. Yes, it does. So that's one of the reasons I like playing on controller, because you get more fine movement. I will be switching the control. I do switch to keyboard at various points to set up certain tricks. We're gonna have to take a detour to get some charge. Charge is our way of going fast. If you ever heard of Metal Gear Solid, this is Metal Gear Llama. Huh? We could juke Pacha and skip a very long sneaking section. You'll notice me jumping a lot because when you're airborne, your stamina doesn't go down. So we call this charge management or charge jumping. Coming up, we have Yzma, the game's main villain. Very easy fight. Just let her throw these potions on the buttons. We do have a skip for this, but it's very inconsistent. And that is Village, the first world of the game. Very standard, but it does show off a lot of cool things. Something I'll also talk about is when you beat a level in this game, you're normally supposed to like get to a status screen, but if you press F4 while in the loading, while touching the end of the level, the game boots you back to the map screen while still unlocking the next level. So you actually save like a half a second per level. So I will be doing that throughout the entire run. We're out of the village into the jungle with scary spiders. There's Bucky the squirrel. Hope you liked him. Little jump here to skip a cutscene. Man, Kuzco's got superhuman strength to do that. Or super llama strength in this case. Got waterfall skip here. With a good damage boost.
No touchy.
You can just get over to the other side like that. This guard has a red idol, so we need to kill him. And now Jungle Knight 2. This is one of the longer levels, but we do have a lot to show off. Coins are not important for the any percent run. We just have to... I actually want to collect them here, because every 5 coins are charge bar increases, and we're going to use that. Just make sure you don't press Alt F4. I've never had that happen. Gotta build this statue here in order to drain the lake. I heard Alt F4 was the debug menu. Goodbye. Goodbye, chat. I'll respawn anyway, so it doesn't matter. This level will show up a new tech that was found this year called upwarps. It allows you to get up much greater heights. While we're dealing with the bike kid again, I will explain how upwarps work. So when you come to a stop as Kuzco, he has a little braking animation, like, oh, I gotta stop. And that allows you to like slightly clip in walls, and because some of the walls are sloped, you just snap up to the nearest floor. So you just gain a little bit of extra height. We're gonna do another one here. This one's a little finicky.
Out of my way!
Shouts to Chocolate Penguin for finding upwarps, even before we understood what they were. This level emphasizes good charge management.
Tasty.
We got another upwarp here called Fish Skip. What are we skipping? The fish. You see like a little raft there. We were supposed to get a balloon from a fish. But we don't need it. Upwarping like changed the game very recently. It's just brought a lot of quality of life to the game. My game kind of stuttered a little bit, so I just lost a lot of charge for no reason. That's not too big of a deal. I don't need a checkpoint. Do a little damage boost to get across without having to knock the spider off. You'll see it up in the up right. You can collect grapes, which you can use to spit. Okay, you can damage boost. I haven't had to do that in a while. Normally I have charge by then, but I got very unlucky with my charge management. Don't hit me, please. That would be very bad.
Whee! Oh yeah, I'm jumping. Yeah.
Wow. Very nice platform cycles. It's not too big of a deal if you fall down there. Unfortunately, this game does not have cruise boosting. I do run other games other than this, but this is quite a favorite of mine. I just love the movement. In the next level, we're gonna come across a level that probably many of you who have played this game as a kid got stuck on. It's Jungle. I did not mean to do that. That's actually really bad. If you enter a level you already completed, you lose your Wompies. Fortunately, we can get one here in this level, but I really didn't want to do that. I have done that in, like, the last world. I have accidentally lost my Wompies, and it's very sad. So we have to button mash to get away from the Jaguars. When I was a kid, I was stupid, and I thought you can only mash one button. But you can actually use all 4 face buttons. Jump, charge, kick, look, all of them. Ooh, I am speed. My arm's getting tired. Alright, I hope you enjoyed all the exciting action. Better take a nap, because this one might take a while. It's River. Cusco and Pacha are strapped to a log, and we just have to navigate through obstacles. It's by far the longest world in the game. You'll notice me intentionally tanking damage, because it's faster to do that than to swerve around. Now you might be worried, oh no, I would die. But the good thing is, when I have Wompies, it will not actually death warp me back to the start. I'll just lose a Wompy. So that's why I kind of wanted that Wompy in the last level. Bum bum bum. We can appreciate the nice music though. Ouchie. Why do bananas heal you?
Have you tried going
That's a
back
stupid
yet?
question. Of course they do. Killer turtles. So, how's it going?
Yum yum.
If you haven't seen the movie this game is based off of, go watch it. It's really funny.
Ow! That's better.
I'm not sure what to... River's kind of long. I'm not sure what to talk about, so if anyone has any questions about the run in general or how I got into the game, feel free to ask. Even have crocodiles. This is a pretty dangerous river. Kronk, not Kronk. Pacha has a funny line in this world that we don't get to hear, where he says this scene was much shorter in the film, and I can't agree more.
That's better.
It's very easy to bonk onto things. Some of the geometry can be very deceptive.
Ow! Oh yeah.
Knowing how to navigate river is a very underrated skill. How did I get into the game? Well, as I said before, I did play this game as a kid. And then as I got into speedrunning other games like BFBB, Battle for Bikini Bottom, I was curious to what the run was like. And when I saw Pacha skip in Village 4, I just knew immediately I wanted to run this game. We got some whirlpools here that we have to tap A to escape. But when I was going to run the game, there weren't a lot of resources. And I even asked the runners, do you have a Discord server? And they said, nope. So I made a Discord server for the entire community, where we can all just chat and talk about our favorite game, find strats. It's a great place to hang out if you're looking to run this game. If you ever have any questions and don't know where to start, we have a ton of people that are willing to help you. Just river things, just dodging, going on these little boost pads.
Have you tried going back yet?
What language dub of this game is the best? Probably English, because you get the original voice actors for Yzma and Kronk. You don't get David Spade or John Goodman. The Cusco impersonator is actually really good, but the Pacha one isn't. Ow. See, that's exactly what I'm talking about. It's very easy to bonk on the things.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, just being part of this community and part of this game has been such a ride over the past 2 years. When I came to this game, the world record was like a 101, I believe. A 101 by Skywards. And we have been hard at work. Okay, now you can actually see me use the grapes here. Because we have to fend off crocodiles. I don't know what Cusco has against crocodiles. You know, we don't really understand their intentions. Maybe they were humans that got turned into crocodiles, and they're just trying to seek help. Are we the true villains? We will never know. It's a lot of deep philosophy. I'm not too concerned with how fast I'm hitting these. I have to kill a certain amount. And they're all scripted. Don't lose your Whompy here. Orion tried to remember the croc pattern challenge. This last one I have to hit quickly. Wow. Ate my grape. I hope it liked that snack. River Chapter 3. Oh, hey, look! It's Bike Kid again! Oh my god, I love Bike Kid! I guess now he's Raft Kid. This one, it actually matters how fast you go, unlike the Kronk race. So I want the Bike Kid to rubber band to me as much as possible. So that way he can, like, bonk you a little bit forward. That was scuffed. But I got it. I don't know why the game's stunning again.
Yum, yum. Oh, yeah.
This game gives out Whompies like candy sometimes. Thankfully, they're on the fastest paths. You always want to be on the path that Bike Kid isn't going to go down, so you can go down these long boosts. Good question. Rubber banding is when you have two characters in a race. If you're doing like really well, the other opponent will just like magically get faster to try and catch up to you. Or if you're like really behind, the opponent will actually slow down. That's a great question. So right now, because I'm going so fast, the Bike Kid's like going much faster to try and catch up to me, which is what I want.
Ah, that's better.
Like you'll see him like stutter a little bit. Yeah, like that. This game does not look too bad for a mostly 30 FPS game. This game is also released on the PS1, but it has Garbo loads, so we run on PC. You can bonk him to save a little bit of time. Yahoo! This game doesn't have too much run-killing RNG. It doesn't really have run-killing RNG, but it does have unfortunate moments like this level, River 4. We have to knock the balloons into this gate, and they don't always cooperate. Sometimes you can get lucky, and that one on the left that's like popping into the wall, sometimes it'll not get pop, and then you can use it for the gate. It's not consistent though. Just a needless variable in the run that I don't like. Okay. No funny moments in River 4 yet. Wow, this is a really bad River 4. It's like 30-ish. Sometimes it's on 60 FPS. I don't know why. Like, particularly in loading screens.
Anyone got a glass of water?
I'm not entirely sure. what the frame rate is. It's mostly 30. Sometimes in recordings, it'll, like, be 60 for, like, 1 frame. It's weird. Okay, wake up from your nap, because we're actually in a real level this time. The log ride's over.
Checkpoint.
We're now in jungle daytime. Night is scary. Day is good.
Checkpoint.
Get this checkpoint for later. Ow! I've never done that. Do a death warp back. So anyone who's played this game as a kid will probably remember the guards. The city guards that you had to sneak past in this level. Well, I have good news for you. We can skip it with more up warps. If I can line myself in the right spot. There we go.
Oh yeah, I'm jumping.
And just skip over the entire thing. We could do this for all 3 mazes here. Very chunky.
Llama coming through.
Do another one here in the exact same place. Okay, get up. Thanks.
Oh yeah, I'm jumping.
Up warping is a skill. It's a very weird movement to get used to. And sometimes you can have really bad days. Get up. Thank you. Yeah, this skip is so good. I love day 1. Day 1 is like one of my favorite levels now. Used to be pretty... It wasn't too bad.
Whee!
Those up warps are so fun to watch.
jumping.
And you'll be seeing a lot more of them. I need to go this way. Not too much in Jungle Day 2. Just all about movement, charge management. Bees. Why are the bees the size of my head? That'd be scary. Imagine you're just walking in your garden, playing some flowers, and you just see the bee the size of Colorado. Wow, I actually got that plant skip. Usually that's very rare to get that. Ah. Alright, that's one red idol. Ow.
Llama coming through.
We need another one. I was supposed to manipulate that platform, but it didn't work for some reason. It's not too big of a deal. Only saves like a second. Maybe, probably even like half a second. Whoa.
Checkpoint.
We don't like kids. We gotta disrupt their fun. Because we're the Emperor, baby! Alright, day 3. We're almost done with Jungle Day. We're gonna get to see another Cusco animal transformation trademark. Ow. I need to pick up some grapes for later.
Llama coming through.
Pull the lever, Crunk.
Out of my way.
You always want to like jump before grabbing an item because you can pick it up faster.
I'm a frog.
He's a frog. So we can go further. That was a mistake. I can't believe I just did that. Yeah, you go further the more you chain jumps together. Like that. And you have to hit all those pads in a row. And we could transfer the max jump through loading zones. It's pretty cool. Unless you like land like that. This will not be the last we see of the frog. Nice. I love getting that, like... I was not prepared for how bad of an angle that was. I have fallen there, and it's not fun.
Checkpoint.
This fly gives us a clue as to what buttons we have to know. It's the same every time. Cusco suddenly thinks flies are really tasty. almost done with Jungle Day. You're probably wondering what I needed those grapes for. Well, we're gonna head up to the diner. And if we look up at the big boy, there's a red idol there. As a kid, I always wanted to go inside the restaurant, grab a bite to eat. Alright, now for Mountain. Things are gonna start to get hard. That's stupid.
Nice footwork.
I was supposed to do a cutscene skip, but I got greedy. Ah, that's silly. That's a hard skip. I just mess it up once in a while.
Let's have a
Why did I look? We're gonna do a little thing called statue skip. We're supposed to place all these 4 statues to make a staircase. But we can place the last one here and grab it and put it back on. And with a well-timed jump, you can just get up like that.
llama coming through.
I have to worry about charge management here because there's a very bad treadmill later on. All right, impossible to avoid. Yep. Ah. Cusco needs to get in shape. Gotta prepare for that track and field.
Booyah.
And that is Mountain 1. Mountain 2 is really fun. The game wants you to like hit a condor in order to get another stone, but we don't need that. Because with another upward, we can get over that invisible. It's like just barely low enough. We got the statue head. Cusco walks very slow on thin platforms like that, and you're holding an item. I'm gonna get hit. Yep.
Checkpoint.
Wait, don't I need that statue head for something? No, I do not.
Jumpy, jump.
Because we're speedrunners. I may want that.
Checkpoint.
You can very carefully get on that thin piece of beam. Okay. So, alright. Watch closely now. You like that?
Whee! Oh yeah, I'm jumpy.
That is like technically the game's oldest skip. It was found by a guy on the NeoSeeker forum in 2002 by the name of Jordan Scott Miller, but nobody knew this at the time. Until like an early speedrunner had to find it later on in like 2015 something. It's just funny how like some people in like old forums just find things like that. It's just a gap in the wall. How do you like miss that in development? Yeah, we skipped the Condor Man. He's a guy who dresses up as a condor and goes tweet tweet. We don't get to see him until the very ending of the game. Kronk's back. He quit track and field and now he's ice skating. We have to collect more green idols. But we're just gonna let Kronk get a few, and since the locations for the green idols are the same every time, we're just gonna stand right on top of them. I looked away. Can you do it again? No, you had your chance. Condor Man skip is just such a cool part of the run. That's stupid. Please talk to me.
Booyah!
All right, city. This is where things get tricky. We got another up warp here. Why did I do that? I've never done that. Okay. Okay. It's time to get up. Wow, I'm getting ratioed. I've never done that before where I've just fallen off like that. This is normally one of the longest levels, but with a funny little clip here. Using very, very sketchy geometry. You could just touch the end. And now, for the great equalizer that is City 2. This is where runs go to die. City 2, my sweet. It's a very, very difficult level. It'll have a lot of invisible time loss.
Boom! Yeah.
That jump is so much harder than it looks. It's very easy to underestimate that.
Let's have a look. See.
No pot skip, I'm afraid. Too hard. There we go. That's annoying. Wow. Yeah. The cycles in this level are random. I don't know what determines them. Or maybe they're just the same every time and it's just dependent on like how fast you get there. I'm not a big fan. I'm not a big fan of the first half of this level. Second half I kind of like. My up warps are not nasty today. Some of them were nasty. None of them were. I'm having some trouble in the Great Equalizer. This is the second longest level in the game, if I remember correctly.
Oh, yeah. I'm jumpy, jumpy jump. Ah, that's better.
Ow. It's just a very scary level. Oh, okay, we got 2 red idols. We're done, right? We're done, right? That has to be it. Nope. We got more. Fortunately, we do have a skip here that I think is really cool. We're gonna use those guards that poke us with their tridents to clip through a door. Like so. Booyah. It's so smooth. I love this trick.
Booyah! Yeah!
I have Wompies, right? I have Wompies. I'm gonna take a death here. It's very easy to die in the next coming section because you have to dodge a lot of guards. I want to get my charge bar as big as it can. I might get cutscened. Okay, we're fine. Not today. Alright, let's just keep moving, keep on trucking, keep on charge management. Ing. Ow.
My way!
Not today. Not today, good sir. Wow, the one time I tried to play it safe and I don't get hit. Nope, we're still not done with the level either. We're still not even done. Can jump across there to save a little bit of time. Pointless room. Why is it here?
Checkpoint.
You'll see that statue earlier is a clue as to how we're supposed to beat this level. We need to get a statue body and a statue head. Gonna cut some corners there. This game just has such good movement.
Out of my way! Llama coming through!
Alright. Alright, so now I got the head, but we don't need the body. Because we're going to use this head to perform a very, 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 very precise clip.
Let's have a look-see.
This is suspicious. Nice. I slid in there like a champ. That is another trick where runs go to die.
Whee! Oh yeah!
We're almost done with City.
Jumpy, jumpy, jump.
This used to be one of the longest levels in the game. I used to hate City 3.
Jumpy,
City 3 is so cool now.
Whee! Oh yeah! I'm jumpy, jump.
We're in the palace. Oh, we're in the palace, right? That means the game's almost done, right? Nope. I think we've like just now. We probably like crossed the halfway point when we first entered City.
Jumpy.
Checkpoint.
This is the peacock, man. We're supposed to find his pants so that we can go through the door. That's a very absurd request, and I'm personally offended, and we will not entertain
Oh
them.
yeah! I'm jumpy, jump.
We will instead do a skip.
Checkpoint.
Again, the game is very, very not good at walling off sections. There's a room over out in the void. Stare at the croc for a little minute. How's it going? Did you get the water? Oh, okay, bye. Fun fact, I actually found this skip on accident. So, I was just messing around with the crocodile, like, oh no, he's chasing me, he's gonna eat me. So I like jumped off to my death as a joke, and I just saw that room there. I'm like, oh my god, how do we get there? And the rest is history. A lot of these game skips were found on accident. It's actually kind of surprising. I'm careful to not touch checkpoints. So, we could go in here, get some charge back. And we're gonna do another one. Another void jump here. Okay, I got the easy cycle. You could get like 1 or 2 cycles here. And I got the easy one. We could place these pots to turn the guards around. They're not very intelligent. Alright, let's see if I can get this. Are you? Get up! Get up the pots! What are you doing? I've never done that before.
I'm jumping.
Alright, nice.
Checkpoint.
Even if you get caught, if you go through a door, you won't get caught. It's not real. Never happened. Do a little puzzle skip here. You can skip this cutscene, but if I messed it up, I would soft lock the level and have to redo it. So, marathon moment. Is there a clip of this? No. Unfortunately not. I do not have the clip of me, like, jumping off into the void as from the crocodile and finding it. I unfortunately do not. Alright, we are now in the deep catacombs. And we gotta ride a bunch of roller coasters. I may go quiet sometimes, because you really do not want to die here. This is another place where runs can very commonly die. Because if you fall here, you lose so much time. It's so bad. You either want to hit a boost pad, or you want to be airborne. Because if you're airborne, you don't slow down. Like that. So I'm like jumping off of pits a lot. Here we go. Okay. It's not the fastest I could have done that, but I still got it. These are revert green pads. They reverse your controls. You can really only go left or right, but it's still very funny. Very funny and cool mechanic. That is totally not killed runs at all. Catacombs 2. All just about charge management. Gonna detour a little bit to get some charge here. Yeah. This is another level that I commonly lose runs to. Not only because it's kind of a difficult level, but there is also RNG here, which we'll talk about in a second. That jump is harder than I made it look. Very easy to mess up.
Checkpoint.
Gotta watch out for the blocks. They squish you. Don't get squished.
Checkpoint.
Nice. Ow. Fun fact, the bike kid is in this level, but there's no point in going to him. Not because, like, we do, like, a speedrun skip for him. Like, it's just literally not even required. Not even in the 100% run. I don't know why they put it in. It's literally just to waste your time.
Booyah! Booyah!
Booyah. Ooh.
Out of my way!
This walkway is very scary.
Booyah! Yeah!
Count how many times Cusco has said booyah this entire run. Alright, here's the RNG I was talking about. These things are fine. We could just knock them off. We killed the children, but now its dad is mad. Oh no! Black bombs are good, red bombs are bad. You lose like 2 seconds per red bomb. Okay, so that's 4. 6. Okay. 3 red bombs isn't too bad. You can get like double digits red bombs. It's pretty stupid.
Checkpoint.
My kid's a twerp. We don't want to talk to him.
Checkpoint.
Oh. Taking the long way. Another roller coaster!
And I'll bet they'll automatically turn us around.
He says this line every coaster. Like we're gonna forget. What did the corners do? Oh.
Whee!
This is probably the hardest coaster of them all. Gotta collect our Wompies. Can't not do it. I'm a very simple man. When I see Wompy, I grab it. I'm gonna try and do some fancy movement here. Oh wow, I got it. Look at me, we're schmoovin'. I can't go too fast here. What? I avoided the boost. How was I too fast? Okay, so quick explanation of what just happened. The game has a failsafe where if you're airborne for too long, you will just die. But I thought I was slow enough. I never had that happen like that. That's real. Just your average Catacombs ratio. I've literally never had that happen. Usually if you like avoid one of the green boost pads, you're slow enough where that won't happen. I don't know what went wrong. Okay, well, let's try again. I guess we're avoiding both of them now. I guess that was good enough. Whatever, we're done with that, so. Well, that's a first. Good thing this happened. And of course it happens in the marathon. Alright, those of you who remember the last time this game was in License-thon, we did actually get to do stuff here. But now we have to skip for the entire level. Ah.
Yeah.
I'm actually surprised that worked. Kind of rushed that. Yeah. Pretty cool looking skip. Fun fact, that skip was found right after. It was found right after the full game tutorial was remade. So the guy who made it, Jamie Joe, was like, ugh, really? I have a bad habit of finding skips right after a tutorial's made. I'm cursed. Last roller coaster. Oh, I didn't do the thing. I forgot to do the thing. So, fun fact about these levels: as long as you're grounded and above a boost pad, the game will bounce you, even if there isn't a boost pad there. I would have shown it off, but I just completely forgot about it. You can check out the Catacombs IL. See what I'm talking about. Over on our SRC page. Oh, wow. I love you too, Jamie. Yeah, be sure to check out Jamie Joe's Emperor's New Groove Any Percent tutorial if you want to learn this game. It's your best resource by far and away.
Charge!
Wish I would have had it when I learned, but better late than never. Someone's gotta make it. Lab 1's a pretty standard level.
Checkpoint.
We're gonna see another animal transformation that we would have seen in Catacombs 4 if we didn't have the skip for it. This is not the best charge management in the world. I should be fine. Yeah, right. I have to be careful not to increase the charge bar, which is important for the animal transformation.
Hey, cool.
So now, we are a bunny! He goes higher the longer you hold jump, and it's based on your charge bar.
Booyah!
So that's why we wanted to be small. What?
Attack!
I held it down long enough. What? Okay, whatever. I'll take it. Alright. Lab 2 is one of my favorites.
Checkpoint.
I have to be careful with that, because if I screw that up, I will crash the game.
Here, try this new pole. Alright, now stay here.
Okay, we just did a cutscene skip.
Out of my way. Turtle come.
I didn't mean to screw that up. Alright, we have to run away from Kronk. Turtles aren't allowed down here. So, our latest skip is we're just gonna defy the laws of physics. How do we do that? Cusco. Oh, I got the swag, but I held the wrong direction. Yeah, you can, like, if you do, like, a first frame input, you can, like, maintain a rolling speed as the turtle.
Booyah!
Related to that, Ray, there is a cheat code for the frog exclusively on PlayStation, where it's a moon jump, but you need the second controller plugged in. You can find out more on my Emperor's New Groove Iceberg video, which is out never. Alright. Lab 4. Longest level in the game. And probably one of my least favorite. It's another level like City 2 that suffers from invisible time loss. And I'll just randomly gold it for no reason. Turtles jump now? Yeah. Don't you know that? It's because he's Cusco. He can do whatever he wants. He's Emperor.
That's better.
PlayStation 5. Yep. Honestly, the best experience of this game is PC. By far and away.
Checkpoint.
So we just... Yeah, Lab 4 has a lot of these vertical sections.
No touchy.
Could've just went with Pacha and took the easy route, but no. Game developers.
Oh yeah.
Checkpoint.
I want to charge here. I didn't need to grab that. I don't know why I did. I just wanted the health. Nice little cutscene skip. And we got the swag too. I'm not sure what causes him to just like hover in place like that. Llama.
Out of my way.
Cusco just has powers beyond your comprehension. Lightning bolts shoot from his fingertips. Wish me a happy birthday. Happy birthday, Electric Man.
Llama coming through.
I don't know why you wanted that, but there you go.
Take that. Booyah.
Who doesn't want a happy birthday?
Out of my way.
Happy birthday, Cusco. Even though it's not your birthday. I think this game's birthday is like November-ish.
Llama coming through. Out
Dank
of
would
my
probably
way.
know that.
Llama coming through.
What? I didn't even hold an input. Why did that fail? I'm baffled. That never fails. Okay, so
Out of my way!
okay, note to self. So I was supposed to do a cutscene skip, which would have broken the Yzma fight, but I got really unlucky. I guess the game doesn't like. I guess sometimes you're just like barely. If you like do your jump too early, you'll just like barely undershoot it. That happened That has happened before, but I thought it was because I held an input. But no, apparently that's just a thing that can happen.
Checkpoint.
Okay, good to know, I guess.
Out of my way!
Lab 4, ladies and gentlemen. And then bees. Want to give you a shout out too.
Llama coming through!
Wow, I'm really low on health. Oh, I can actually do a thing here because I'm so low on health. So we need to death warp back.
Woo-hoo-hoo!
Instead of going the long way around and falling, we'll just get killed by the guard. Very situational time save, but time save nonetheless. That's a very precarious jump. I have messed that up before.
Llama coming through!
Alright, we are almost done. Now it's time for the last level. Lab 5.
Checkpoint.
I don't think that's gonna work. So I tried to do a buffered roll. So that way I can move forward whilst... Yep. I saw that one coming. I choked. So that way I can like move forward without activating that platform. And that would have gotten me a faster cycle, but I messed it up. Because I'm under pressure.
Let's have a look-see.
Yeah? Tell me more, game. I very rarely get that cutscene skip. It's very difficult. Another button death warp similar to Village 3.
Yum yum.
Very brief switch to keyboard because the bike kid moves extremely slow on keyboard here.
Booyah!
And now we're back. Bye, bike kid. We don't miss you. Goodbye, twerp. Bye. Thanks for playing.
Coming through!
All right.
Out of
Just
my way!
some tricky platforming, and we're at the home stretch.
Checkpoint.
While we're in here, I want to give some shouts to some certain community members. I want to give a shout out to
Attack.
Jamie Joe, who made the 80% tutorial and has held a bunch of world records. Skywards. I want to give a shout out to Chocolate Penguin, Zabang, Tusa, Honest Hit, basically the grandfather of Cusco speedrunning, so to speak. Who am I forgetting? Shoutouts to Mr. the Dank.
My way!
Best way I could describe him is Cusco's #1 fan. Who else? Give shouts to Zedek. If I've forgotten your name, I'm very sorry. It's hard to remember names under pressure. No song. I do sing a goofy little song when I'm in this level, when doing normal runs. A hideous monster. You have to race her to the final potion.
Llama coming through!
Checkpoint.
Time ends when we hit the final potion and drink. Last License-a-thon, I actually fell here. It's pretty funny. Alright, get ready on time. And time!
Well, see ya on the other side.
Yeah, this community is very strong. I love it so much. The FMVs break because I'm in window mode. I gotta lower the audio a bit. I don't want to get copyright strike, but yeah, that is it. That is Emperor's New Groove. He's a human. So I hope you all appreciated this run and how far it has come since last year's License-a-thon. Be sure to check it out on speedrun.com if you're interested in running it. We also have a Discord if you want to join, as I said earlier. We look forward to having you. There's Condor Man that we didn't see.